What's up guys? Welcome to the first episode of Corinne's Crafts here on Kinz Collector. My name is Corinne, I'm a peace puppy, I like crafts. Welcome to my little set. It's made of pillowcases and trading cards and a dirty carpet. Today I'm going to show you how to make super easy cardboard beds. The only thing in this bed that required any sewing was the pillows, which I'm not going to show you how to make in this tutorial. However, if you would like a separate tutorial on how I made those pillows, I will be more than happy to show you. What you need is one 12 by 6 piece of cardboard, a tape measure, one 7 by 6 piece of cardboard, one 3 by 6 piece of cardboard, a white t-shirt, some tape, and a pen. Do not worry if your cardboard has something on it, like mine clearly does, because you will not be able to see that in this bed design. If you're really concerned about it, I recommend painting over it. I've not painted any of my beds, but all of them had tape on them somewhere, or markings or something. Do not worry about it. The bed is 3 inches wide by 11 inches long, which I find is the best size to fit all little Kinz and most. I've tested it out with a fair number of my regular Webkinz, and it seems to work for most of them. However, it worked with all the ones that I tested out. However, I don't have every regular Webkinz. I am certain that there are some odd shapes that this bed doesn't quite work with. However, it does work very well for most Webkinz. No, this bed is not good for signatures. It is too small for signatures. It doesn't work for small signatures either, only regular Webkinz and little Kinz. The bed is 3 inches off the ground, which is a height that I like because when your Webkinz is sitting on the ground next to the bed, it looks far more realistic, like a Webkinz actually sitting next to a bed. Little Kinz can actually fit underneath the bed. The blanket is 14 inches by 11 inches, which is a size that I found worked with, again, most regular Webkinz. A couple of the regular Webkinz I tried it out with, it was a little wonky. It didn't like cover them quite all the way. And a good blanket for me is it covers them all the way. It doesn't just look like it's floating there. So I find for those purposes, works perfectly for all little Kinz, and it works very well for most regular Webkinz. This bed looks really cute in pictures and videos, so it is perfect for a little photo shoot. If you're making a KinzTube series, it looks perfect in your pet's room, or just in a regular plush pet's room. I came up with this bed design all on my own, no glue at all, no sewing at all. Yeah, I've made 2 of these beds already. Only thing that I would say is I recommend you stand your bed up against the wall. It tends to stand better on carpeting. It will stand up on its own on carpeting, however, it slants a little bit and it will probably start to slant over more over time, and it tends to slip around a little bit on smooth, like hardwood surfaces. You can certainly put it on other surfaces and not have it leaned up against anything. However, if you do that, I recommend that you use tape to hold it in place, just to make sure that it doesn't move anywhere. The pillows are the only thing about this bed that I sewed. If you would like a sewing tutorial for the pillows, I will be happy to make one, but I won't be showing you those in this video. One last thing, you want the cardboard that you use for your bed to be as stiff as possible. When it's nice and straight and it has no bends, it holds up the weight of your Webkinz and itself much better. If you use a much more bent piece of cardboard like this one, it's going to be a much saggier bed. I don't know if it will even stand up, honestly. So you want to start with the piece of cardboard that you're using for your mattress, and you need to make the little notches on each end of the bed. So with your pen, you're going to mark little areas that you are going to cut out, like so. So you want them to be about ½ an inch deep, and then about 1 inch wide, and then you're going to cut them out and it's going to leave this section. So then you are going to cut those pieces out. Don't worry about being precise in your measurements as long as they are roughly the same depth. The length of them doesn't matter so much. It should look like this when you cut them out. But then you just want to repeat that on the other side until your mattress piece looks like this. Should have cutouts on both sides. So this next part, you need to be a little more precise. We are going to start with the 3 by 5 inch cardboard piece, and you're going to start by measuring 3 inches up. So then you want to make little markings about 3 inches up. As you can see, I did here, right here, and right here. Don't worry about making any markings on your mattress. I labeled the ends of my mattress where I plan to put the shorter and longer headboard pieces. Don't worry about writing anywhere on this or having any markings at all because it will be entirely covered. when the bed is finished. So next what you're going to want to do is you need to make markings as to how the little end piece is going to fit into the end piece. I, as you can see, have lined up my cardboard with where I want it to be. So I'm going to make little markings here and here because I'm going to need to cut a slit that is going to be this long. So I'm just going to make little markings here and here, and I'll show you when I do that. Here are the little markings that I've made showing me where my bed is going to go, where I need to cut a slit. So I want to have a slit from this corner to this corner. I'm going to need to cut a hole, and I need to do that without bending this piece of card. So then you should have a slit just like that. So now what you want to do is you want to try and insert your bed through this little slit, the little cutouts we made. Don't worry if that slit is too small because you can always make it bigger. So then as you see, you just sort of, all you do is you just slide it on there. So then you see it's just poking through, and then that is one end of your bed. So now you want to line it up and do the same for the long side, and you want to make sure that you're measuring specifically for the opposite side. Chances are, if you're anything like me, your two sides are not the same length, and you want to make sure that they're going to fit specifically in their slot. So if you measure for the wrong slot, then it may be way too big or way too small, and you're going to have to go back and recut it. And now I have marked the measurements where my board will line up. So as you can see, it lines up right here and right here. So I need to cut a line from here to here. That's where I'm going to slit in the other half of my bed, and I want to make sure that it's also 3 inches above the ground so that it can sit and be the same height. So now you're just going to insert the other end through the same way you did the first end. So when you insert it in, it should look like this on both sides. It should look like this on both sides now. Don't worry if it's leaning like that. That is okay. I recommend propping it up against the wall, and that will just sort of help it straighten itself out. It will over time get better at standing up on its own. This is just your basic bed frame, and now you're going to want to put a mattress cover over it. So now what I've gone and done is I have cut a panel from my white t-shirt that is approximately 11 by 12 inches long. It does not need to be exactly that long, but you want it to be at least that size or bigger so that it will fit best. If it doesn't wrap perfectly all the way around your bed, that's okay, but you want to make sure that it is as long as your bed. So if you see it's a little bit too long for my mattress, but what I can do is I'm just going to fold these rough edges over and then put that right up to the edge. And then I'll fold the other side over as well. I'm just going to line my mattress up, and then I'm just going to fold these over. And then I want to make sure that when I do fold these over, I'm going to tape this side down first. I'm going to make sure that I pull it nice and tight so that it doesn't move around too much once it's finished, and so that it stays in place. So we just tape that one side down, tape the other side down, and then fold this side over. And we're going to pull this side as well, tight as well. And this is going to be the underside of our bed. Do not worry if it doesn't fold all the way over itself, but as long as it wraps around the edges, it will look fine. And there you have it. Now you have a completed bed frame. Now if you want to measure out a blanket in any pattern or fabric you want, you can put it on your bed. You can make pillows if you want. You can sew your own. As you can see, none of the markings on the bed, they're all covered up. None of them are visible. It is a nice height in comparison to your regular Webkinz, and then your Webkinz can just sit on top of it. I'm not folding my Webkinz up at all. She's sitting by herself. For cutting a blanket, again, I recommend having a blanket that is at least 14 inches wide for covering your Webkinz, and then you want it to be a little bit longer than your bed. That's how to make perfectly cute generic Webkinz beds that you can use in any setting, and they are perfect size for most regular Webkinz and any little Kinz. They are great for using in your KinzTube videos, for doing a photo shoot, or just having a little sleepover with your Webkinz. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thank you for joining me for the first episode of Corinne's Crafts. If you have any more crafting ideas you want to see from me, please leave suggestions down in the comments below. That's all for today, folks. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Huh? What? Corinne? Hollie, what are you doing here? I'm just taking a nap in my bed. Your bed? I made that bed. You made this bed? Yeah, I just did that now for a video. Oh, Corinne, I'm sorry. It's a very nice bed. Well, I'm glad you think so. That's why I was making a video on it, so that other people could try it for KinzTube. Oh, hi KinzTube. Well, it's a nice bed. Well, I'm sorry I'm in your bed. Oh, it's okay. Do you want to have a slumber party? Oh, I would love to, Corinne. I just gotta finish this video first. Oh, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like Corinne's video. Yeah, what she said. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!